Hello everyone. Let us talk about the relations between India and Nepal. India has been indulging with a lot of countries which are very far away from its geographical vicinity. Like we are engaging with Japan, Australia, USA in the Quad. We are engaging comprehensively and participating with many European countries. We are doing deals with the militarily powerful countries like Russia and Israel. But if we talk about our immediate neighbors, then we are having a lot of trouble, and Nepal is no exception in it. If we talk about the ancient times, from the ancient times till a few years back, India and Nepal were two of the most uh, closest countries because there was a lot of similarities. Hinduism was a thing that is connecting India and Nepal. Also, the culture, the language, and the script. Both the countries follow the language in which the script is the same, Devanagari. Also, the cross-border relations were there. There is no visa required for exchange for crossing the border of India and Nepal, and people can um, go freely and carry out their businesses. And due to this, many Nepali businessmen and laborers used to work in India, and they used to send back the money at their homes in Nepal. But now, if we see, then the relations between India and Nepal are deteriorating slowly, and the relations between India and Nepal and China are going for a betterment day by day. So it is not good for India's perspective because China is a very aggressive. China is a very expansionist, ideological country, and uh, and and pushing our one of the closest neighbors to its side is not a favorable thing for India. Talking about the trade, then two-thirds of the commercial trade of Nepal till 2019 used to be from India. One-third of the trade and services used to be within India, and one-third of the foreign direct investment in Nepal used to be from India. So India was a great trading partner for India for Nepal till 2019. But today the statistics are changing slowly, although a big drastic change is not there. But slowly and steadily, China is making its influence in the trade of Nepal also. If we talk about the first quarter of 2020, then 90% of the foreign direct investment in Nepal was from China. And if we talk about the current statistics of FDI, then India includes 30% in Nepal's complete FDI, whereas China contribute 40% of the complete FDI in the Nepal's market investment market. So this clearly indicates that Chinese influence is increasing, and that is one of the reason why the distance between India and Nepal are increasing. Things like infrastructure railroad projects are run by China in Nepal's territory, and Nepal is very much accepting the Belt and Road Initiative of China. So all these things does not favor India because Chinese infrastructure projects are most of the times based on the opaque loans that China provides, and those things generally create that trap for countries, as we have seen the example of Pakistan. So India does not want uh, to push Nepal towards China. Also, another reason is that India is modernizing its economy, and hence the financial sector is very much organized today due to the introduction of GST and many other policies of the government. The financial sector is organized. But if we talk about the transactions that used to be there between India and Nepal till a few years back, then those used to be very much in the unorganized manner, because the people from Nepal used to work in India and send back money to their home in unorganized forms. So, but today the economy is very much modernized, and a proper a proper surveillance from the government is there on the money that is sent here and there, and especially the money that is sent across the borders. And hence the workers from Nepal are struggling a lot in India. And another reason is that there are some territorial disputes with Nepal also, like like the Lipu Lake area, which is the Kalapani and Pittorgarh areas are Indian government included these areas in the map of 2019, and Nepal claimed these areas to be theirs. So this is a territorial dispute also, and this is very important choke point between the border between these two countries, because this connects the pilgrimage sites in India to the Kailash Parvat in Tibet. India desperately wants it, and Nepal is also keen to have this area because of its religious and logistical significance. So there are territorial disputes. There is Chinese aggression, and there is India's modernizing economy, which are a kind of hurdle in front of the India and Nepal relations. So let us talk about the things that the Indian government has done from its side. So the only thing that we have done is high level talks. There are meetings between ministers and military leaders, like our chief of army staff and Narwane has visited Nepal many times. So there are high level talks, but there are no concrete plans. There are no actions that are going on. Whereas if we look to the Chinese side, then the Lhasa and Kathmandu corridor then the Lhasa and Kathmandu corridor is being built very fastly and actively. But if we compare it with the speed of building a New Delhi Kathmandu corridor, then it is the project is running very slow. And this also gives a very brief picture about how India is acting very slow, whereas China is very aggressive in building relations with Nepal and getting Nepal caught in that trap. Hence, it is very important for India to rather being much defensive. It should play on the front foot, and we should also have some infrastructural projects in Nepal. Like we can also build some good roads and railway projects there, because many of our companies like L&T and many others are very much specialized in that, and we are also having a huge potential to play a big role in Nepal. And if India also participate in these things, then the most natural choice for Nepal is to have cooperation with India, because India is a country who does not show any territorial aggression as China, and India is a very responsible country also. Also, the ancient times and the history till a few years back suggested that India and Nepal are having very good relations, and that must continue. So India is a very natural choice for Nepal, but we should play on front foot, and we should uh, give our level best in building the infrastructure projects, and providing some funds, providing packages for Nepal. If such things happen, then only we will be able to maintain our influence in Nepal, because Nepal is very important due to some reasons, like because it barrier uh, acts as a barrier mm, between India and China border, and we don't want the Chinese forces on our border. So Nepal is very important for us. And another thing that Indian government can do is by giving some leverage to the people in the cross border rules. The free passage of people should be there, because the from in the COVID times we have seen that the international borders were shut down, and then the people who used to travel from Nepal to India for their work suffered a lot. So there must be some lenience in the cross-border rules from India's side as well as from Nepal side, and that's how we will be able to build good relations with Nepal. Thank you very much.